In New Haven, more than 2,000 people are volunteering as Jehovah's Witnesses, spreading the word about the church. Door-to-door is their method. Even though this technique seems to be risky, Robin Cox enjoys it. Before she met a Jehovah's Witness at her door 16 years ago, she was in a rock band, doing what she loved, singing. Now she spreads the word every day for free. Ramata Sore for WNPR reports. Robin Cox says she grew up in a good Catholic home.
I was taught and said by memory the Lord's Prayer thousands of times, but I didn't know what it meant.
She did not find out until she was 30 years old. That is when she met Jehovah, her God, by chance.
A 17-year-old girl, one of Jehovah's Witnesses, came to my house and showed me from the Bible the Lord's Prayer. I was astonished to find out God's will to be done on earth as in heaven. That was what I had been praying for.
Since then, she says she dedicated her life to Jehovah. As the youngest of a family of 6 children and a daughter of a U.S. Air Force veteran, Robin says she got a close and personal view of how scared the world is with violence. Also, she volunteers 70 hours a month teaching and preaching to change the world.
I care about people, and I want to help them make an informed decision on how they can live a life that is pleasing to God.
Just like the 17-year-old girl who showed up on her doorstep 16 years ago, Robin enjoys preaching door to door.
I love it. It gives me an opportunity to meet different people, and you get kind of a rush when you get to the door. You never know how they're going to respond.
Even though Robin believes she loves this technique, she acknowledges that it can be sometimes frustrating when people are rude. But as she says, she always pays attention to the person in order to handle what is going on in his life.
Sometimes you do get somebody responding very negatively, and if you can respond back mildly and ask a question, can I share something from God's Word, the Bible? They appreciate that.
But before preaching and converting people through door to door, Robin had to overcome her own fear about this technique the first time she did it.
I was scared. I didn't think anybody was going to listen to me. And the first time I spoke to somebody who was interested, I was very excited, and I left the door so happy.
Robin confides that her devotion goes sometimes with loss of faith. As she says, a remedy against that is in the Bible.
Sometimes I find my faith going in a low state when I haven't kept up with my Bible reading. And when I renew that, then I feel strong again. And that's why it's important to read God's Word daily.
Robin's long-term friend Millie wishes to model herself on her as she finds Robin's commitment to be motivating.
She puts in 70 hours a month talking to people about the Bible, and this is something she's not paid for. That is really inspirational, and I would love just someday be able to say that I'm devoting 70 hours of my life to the ministry as Robin is.
As Robin says, due to her dedication to Jehovah, she put aside her ambition, be a singer. Although she took voice training and was part of a rock band, to Millie, Robin is following the path of Jesus.
She willingly made a change in her life to devote herself to something that is much more real than any temporary enjoyment of money, power, and prestige. So we applaud her in having done that. We are all encouraged to live our life in imitation of Jesus Christ. And remember, he was a perfect human being. He could have been president of the world, but he chose to tell people about his Father's government. And Robin has made that choice for herself too.
Oh my goodness, you're going to make me cry.
Robin wants to spread the words of her church. In addition to English, that is her first language, she is learning French. Her desire, reach foreigners living in New Haven. Her purpose, enlarge her church.
I'm learning French because there are a lot of people from different African nations, from France, from Canada, that are here and that we desire to reach.
But preaching in a foreign language is not always easy.
I remember the first tour I did, Joel taught us to say, j'ai un message pour vous. But I entered the door and saying, j'ai un massage pour vous. And the woman responded, what? A massage? Oh. And we had to make sure that we corrected ourselves.
It was our pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
To Robin Emily, this mistake is part of the beauty of preaching. As Robin says, she will always share the words of her church with people.
Faith, love, joy, and kindness helps me to do all I can to talk to as many people as I can about the wonderful plan that God has for mankind.
For WMPR, I'm Ramata Suri.